Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be trying out the new THOR relic, which I must say looks really cool. I actually really like it. That's the reason why I'm running the default outfit, because it suits it the most. Running our attack crit, we are doing NIDHOGGR. Mainly because Ragnarok's actually another really good team with it. You do have to have green tier, sadly, and you have to have Freya with a relic, and you sort of want this man as well. You sort of have to have this entire team, sadly. Full gear though, we're running attack crit on THOR, HP defense on tier, and attack defense, on Freya, and attack crit on Freya. For the card set, increase attack related stats by 15% when all allies in Demonic Beast battle are the same race. Everyone's unknown, so we get a lovely 15% attack related stat boost. And then for links, HP defense, HP defense, HP defense, and I'll change that to HP defense UI as well. That's it. Let's get on with it. Here we are onto floor 1, which should hopefully be really easy with this team. So I've tried this team out without Thor's relic. Now we're going to be trying it with Thor's relic and see how well it really is. Yeah, we'll get basically a rough breakdown of how good the team is. The team should actually be really good. I don't think I should have any problems realistically with it. We'll immediately start trying to gain stacks for characters. So you're wondering the reason why you need green tier. Green tier, his single target removes buffs, and you need a buff removal for the second phase. If you don't have green tier, you're only best to do floor 1, but I guess floor 1's better than nothing. Very much overkill. I just wanted her stack. There we go. This team's really good. We've got Ignite Immunity from Freya, which is going to be more useful on the final floors. We don't have any cleanse, but we do have passive cleanse with tier if we play 3 single target skills. Whoever's debuffed has their debuffs removed and heals 20% of their max health, which is pretty handy. We'll do this. Remove that. We'll do this. This is a pierce rate skill, isn't it? This is a pierce rate skill. This is pierce rate. Okay. I'll do this first. Then this. Then this. And then this. So I'm basically removing a stance. And also, because I have Freya's relic, I get basic stats. Or sorry, all stats. Do this as well. Really good damage. I think it's actually damage cap. Okay, his damage is pretty mid, but that's fine. And then we absolutely nuke it here. And now on to the second phase. Which is... Sorry, not the second phase. Third phase. I forgot this has only got 3 phases. We do have 2 pierce rate skills. So what I can just do is... this, that... I'll do that. I don't want to play too many high damage skills, because I will just trigger the you're about to get nuked attack related stat boost, which I believe he gets a 30%. He gets an attack related stat boost, which isn't too crazy. It's fine, he can go for Freya. She's got Rotar Mill for a reason. She always gets targeted. I gave tier HP defense, so tank well. Freya increases his own stats. She doesn't increase her own stats. She basically only increases everyone's stats. And she only increases her attack related stats with her passive. So we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this, and we win. Freya's ult is 6/6, so Abyss is really powerful. Of course, that is damage cap. And then Freya absolutely nukes it. There we go. Super easy, floor 1. This seems really good and actually really quick. It's meant to be faster than the Goddess team, but we'll have to wait to the final 2 floors to really tell. Anyway, on to floor 2. Here we are, on to floor 2. So an immediate problem here. I cannot play any tier skills until I'm about to kill it. Because then I will trigger like a billion. Like I think he gets like, I think it's like 12 stacks of damage reduction. Something stupid, but he gets a lot of damage reduction. You got a damage cap, my friend? What is your damage cap? A 35%. Okay, so I'll do that as well, and then I'll play the Amplify one. We don't have any buffs at the moment, so that's fine. But this should do damage cap. And now we get death damage, which should do a nice chunk as well. Here we go, play the Freya skill, get a stack of her passive, take it to 1 shot, and then Tyr removes the buff, and we kill. It didn't get the damage reduction stacks because it didn't go on to his turn, because I believe that's what happens, it goes on to his turn, then he gets the damage reduction. But there we go. Now onto this phase, where we're immediately going to go for a stance removal. So when you stance remove on this phase, you do get infected, so we'll do this. It is a red infect as well, but what we can do is immediately cleanse it off with playing 3 single targets. As you hear, now we're going to get infected. There we go. Which isn't too bad, because now after we play this other tier skill, not only will it cleanse everyone, but it'll also heal everyone, which is pretty handy. It also means we can sort of abuse that gimmick to it, the fact that it debuffs us. We're getting a lot of stance removal, which is it's handy, don't get me wrong, it's just maybe just a little bit less, please. Especially the majority of my hand is stance removal, which isn't too good. Okay, she is gold gauge lower, which is not too good. I can cleanse some of it, but not all of it. I also won't be able to cleanse the infect off of her. So we'll do this again to remove another stack, because it makes it easier to kill. Play this. Now we cleanse the debuff off as well. Freya won't heal because sadly she's got a lot of debuffs on her, and we only remove, I believe, 2, which isn't really too many. Now we need to get it below a certain amount of I think it's 50% health every turn, which should be pretty easy. It would actually be really nice to pull a Thor skill, but I'm not allowed to. For some unknown reason, the game just doesn't want me to pull a Thor skill, which is fine. I really have no problems with that. I can't get Freya's ult, but I am gonna... I can, because I'll remove the debuffs. There we go. Damage isn't too good here, which is not the best. I do need to get it somehow below 50% with these 2 skills. Oh my god, Freya's single target saved us there. Again, next time we got Freya's ult, we got an Abyss ultimate as well, which is even better. We finally got a Thor skill, which is also handy. I think I actually need to play her ult, because I need to heal. I'm just sort of lining up in my head what I'm going to play. I want to heal as much as possible, so I'm going to do this. I'm not actually going to play this man's ult, because I just don't need to. There's no point in me wasting it. But I will play 3 single targets. So this ultimate should do decent damage. It's Abyss as well, so it'll do a nice chunk of damage next turn as well. We'll remove the buffs, because those buffs are getting irritating now. We'll heal up a bit with Thor. And then we will remove some debuffs. Not all of them. I believe we removed 2. So we'll still have a little bit of corrosion there, which isn't the best, but it's still fine. There we go. Don't actually do any damage this turn, because we already lowered it. That's fine. Pretty sure it's a D rank. If it's got a D rank, it's fine. We'll just merge straight into an ultimate. Still going for Freya, which once again, I have not got a problem with at all. I can just keep cleansing, which is really nice with this team. It is going to ult, which I do not have any way to really counteract that. We will just play this. So I'll remove another stack of the damage reduction, which isn't really needed, but I'm just keeping on top of it. There we go. Yeah, this man needs an LR. Please, Netmarble, give this man an LR. He needs it. He's good, he just needs an LR, and then he's 10 out of 10. Here we go, and on to the final bit. He's going to ult, which is slightly scary, which is we're going to lose a lot of health. I do hope he heals a lot from it, though. I know it's an odd thing to say, but I want him to heal a lot so I can play 3 single targets. There's D rank as well, which, it's not that bad. He didn't heal as much as I would like, I'm not going to lie. I'm scared Tyr's going to do too much. He's got a lot of buffs on him. I don't think that will do too much, and then hopefully these can kill. That's fine. As long as this doesn't do like 500k or like 400k, we should be fine. Okay, that's good. And now we cleanse here as well. We land the kill, but we also get the cleanse, because that's how it works. There we go. So now we're full health, which is the reason why I wanted to do that. So now we're full health, and we're going into floor 3. Here we are on to floor 3. We're actually quite a bit of RNG with this floor. Solely for the second phase, because you can quite easily get stuck in a cycle of like, if you don't get attack skills and you don't get ultimates, like that lower the gauge quicker, you can get quite easily screwed over with this team. And that is probably the biggest problem with it, and that's probably why the Goddess team will still probably be the better team in the end. We'll waste these. I believe damage counts about 35%. Yep. There we go. This should kill, maybe? It does, 147k, perfect. We'll just get a stack of her passive, which is always handy. And then we should be all good with this phase, I hope. We should hopefully be okay with this phase. So we play this. I need to remove the stance, because if not I get screwed over. Because he's got like a 100% damage increase. 50% isn't that high, to be honest. I could just tank the 50%, but I don't think it's really worth it. Recovery skills, really game. Not bad. Thor, please do good damage. Okay, that's really good. Bear in mind, this thing has 60% damage reduction. She nearly nuked it solo. Okay, lots of skills I can't use, game. Can it just stop giving me skills I can't use, please? That's fine. As long as I play I need to play a Freya skill every turn. Like, not that I want to, I have to. Because if not, I get darkness stacks. And darkness stacks completely screw me over on this boss because of how this boss works. It's got a covert action skill. So it'll pop an next door. Covert action, even with 1 stack of darkness on Freya, she will just get one shot. There is nothing you can do about it. No red Tarmiel will save you. It is what it is. I have an ultimate. I wonder what his counter is. If his counter's not strong, I can just power through it. He's probably the bulkiest. Probably tier. If I had to pick anyone, it would definitely be tier. What is your counter? 500% and life does 100% damage taken. Okay, which is probably not the best. I could take the bar to 0. I can't do that either. Okay, I have to do this, 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 and then that, and hopefully that should be good. Because I don't want her getting darkness. I got ultimates. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Ultimates is good. Because I got ultimate skills, and I can get ultimate skills. I can't get recovery skills, can't get buff skills, can't get stances. Stances is one of them as well. I know there's stances on there. It's fine. Now he can pop ult. So it will always remove buff and then pop ult. They shouldn't kill, solely because I don't have any darkness stacks. There we go. But if you have darkness stacks, that can quite easily screw you over. Also, what I'm going to do is play a little bit smart here, by not playing the tier skill. I have to play a tier skill. No, I don't have to play a tier skill. I can do this instead. This won't kill, but it will do what I need it to do. Probably wondering, why would I attack even though I've got extort? You know, my attack would be lowered. It is lowered, but I can at least heal from this, which is really useful. So I do this. It is going to take it to 0 now, which means it does get a damage increase. There we go. But that is fine. All good with me. It's not got an ultimate, it's not got anything scary. I do need Thor skills game. I do understand you don't want to give me Thor skills, but I would like some Thor skills. Let's get rid of all the useless skills. I also get Freya's ult, which is actually really good. And then we'll get rid of this as well. This should kill. It won't be able to counter because it'll be dead. It's got no health. Goodbye. There we go. You do need a little bit of RNG with this phase. There's a reason why I'm always going to say the Goddess team's always going to be better for this. Solely because Mael is just so good. Dark Mael is crazy good. I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to beat him, to be honest. I think I popped Tears ult just because it's just really useless. And then I pop that just to get rid of it for now. Tears ult does good damage. Thor doesn't even need to... I don't need to play both Thors. This is going to be very much overkill. That would have killed it alone. There we go. Get some healing back with Freya, which is needed. Cool. Should be all good though. I'm going to try and go for Freya's ultimate. No, I'm not. I say, because if I get Freya's ult, it does basically 2 whole turns worth for free, but I'm not going to do that. I'll do this, that, and that. Just basically get rid of all the useless skills. I also want to remove the debuffs, so I heal. Thank you for 9 million damage. Oh my god. Get some nice healing back. We'll cleanse off all these debuffs. They're not bad, they're just irritating. And then, of course, we are immune to ignites, so when he ults, he won't be able to apply the 1 billion ignites that he applies, which make his ult actually really powerful. He really needs that buff to make his ultimate powerful. Sorry, those debuffs to make him powerful, which you can completely negate by having Freya on your team, which is really cool. More debuffs, completely fine with that. It's not really a problem to me. Do sign along the lines of this. Play for hand space. Keep a stance removal just in case, because it's going to stance up next turn. Yep, thank you Thor for the level 1 doing 2.7 million. It's crazy how strong she is. Her relic is really good. I'm a big fan of her relic. It doesn't sound like it does much on paper, but when you actually see it in action, you realize how broken it really is. A 50% damage increase. She needs to now deal 100,000 damage to get her buff, and she gets an additional crit chance boost, which is also crazy. We're immune to ignites, so that did basically nothing to us. That's how good Freya can be sometimes. He just needs an LR, man. I'm going to keep saying it. He needs an LR. He desperately needs it. And then this will just kill next turn. I'll play that as well. So remove the stance, which is a reflect. I believe it's about 120% reflect, which is pretty crazy. This is extremely overkill, I just realised. Freya's going to just absolutely nuke it. Yeah, it does 2 million damage. That would have killed it by itself. And next time we can kill it. That's it, done. Bar's at 0. This team isn't bad. My main problem with it is just that second phase. Honestly, it's good from like floor 1 all the way to that phase on floor 3. Then it struggles a bit, but as long as you can get past that, it's not a problem. Maybe you could switch out someone for Magelda, but I don't know who you would switch out, because Magelda has the buff skill, which would help out a little bit more. But it is what it is. We'll let her get the finishing blow, because it is her showcase. So a level 1 with no buff does 1,000,000. A level 1 with buff and no death damage does let's say 1.75 million. So it's about 750,000 damage increase, which is actually pretty crazy. And there we go. Would I say it's a good team? If you want a team that requires a lot more brain power, and you can, I'm not gonna lie, quite easily fail on. This is my third attempt attempting floor 3. Yeah. But if you want a really consistent team, the Goddess team honestly can't be beaten. It's so good. But anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.